Hello YouTube, this is Dark Eyes back here with another deck profile. This time I'm going to do my Dark Magician deck. This deck has pulled out multiple combos, which I'm going to go through at the end of this, after I do this, go through the cards. So yeah, first we'll start with the extra deck, which I only have two in the extra deck right now, an Ebon Illusion Magician, and then Downerd Magician. Ebon I run because, oh yeah, and I'll go through the combos before I go through them all now. And so yeah. Next is the monsters. I run 3 Dark Magicians. I only have one original art right now. I may try and get another one or not. I don't know. I have the new art of the Dark Magician, Sick, Arcanas, and then Yugimoto's original art. And so yeah, they're essential, like the Blue Eyes in the Blue Eyes deck. The Dark Magicians are essential in the Dark Magician deck, because it goes with them. I'm running only 2 Dark Magician girls, because I'd say if you ran 3, it's a little overboard. Because then you'll probably draw a Dark Magician girl before you draw a Dark Magician, any other card that can pull out Dark Magicians fast. But these Dark Magician girls are still really good to use. Next I run 2 Magician's Robes. I run the Magician's Robe because if it's your opponent's turn, then you can easily do... Oh crap. Then it's pretty easy for you to... Oh no. Okay, whatever, I'll fix that later. Because then you can just discard a spell card out of your hand. Sorry about that, my beard's messed up. I have to figure out why. I'm running 2 Magician's Robes because you could run, or you could activate a spell card, or you could discard one during your opponent's turn to pull out a Dark Magician to the field. From the hand, deck, or graveyard. 1 Dark Magician from your deck as a quick effect during your opponent's turn. And it's a really powerful defense monster too. Next, I'm running only 2 skilled Dark Magicians, because I think if you ran 3, it'd be too many to run with, so I'm only running with 2 skilled Dark Magicians. They explain themselves. You have to get activate 3 spell cards, and then you can summon them. Summon a Dark Magician by sacrificing that and the 3 spell card counters. Run 2 Sorcerer of Dark Magics. It's not a too popular card to use, but I do run this card because it's like a powerhouse a little, and it's like a really strong card. So yeah. Next is the Magician's Valkyrie. I run her because it redirects all attacks to her, and if they come out with a spell card that can protect spellcasters, Magician's Valkyrie will be like a Golem Dragon. Protects all dragon type monsters from being destroyed by battle or being targeted. Relinquished. I run Relinquished because it's a good defense monster, and it's just a troll card. That's one reason why I run Relinquished. I'm running 2 Defender the Magical Knot because they're basically more of a defense card for me. I don't use their effects much, but yeah. Next is 2 Magician of Black Chaoses. I'm running them just for them to be like a powerhouse, plus I can get them out quick and still have my normal summon to use if I do that on my first turn. Next are my spell cards. I'm running 1 Dark Magic Attack. Would run more. I would suggest running 3, but I only have 1 right now. And it destroys all spell and trap cards your opponent controls only if you control a Dark Magician. Dark Burning Attack destroys all monsters your opponent controls, all face-up monsters I should say, your opponent controls. Only if you have a Dark Magician girl on the field. Then Dark Burning Magic, quick play. This would be one of my favorite ones, because you control monsters whose original names is Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, so all cards your opponent controls. So you have to have Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl on the field, activate this card, and destroys all cards your opponent controls. It's like a dark hole on your opponent's side of the field. Secret Village of Spellcasters, powerful spell card. Activate it, and your opponent has no spellcasters in that deck. basically he's playing with with about half his deck. Because the Secret Village of Spellcasters, if you control a spellcaster, you can activate spell cards. If you don't, then you don't use spells. So this card is a really powerful card, unless you're going up against a Blue Eyes deck or something with spellcasters. 3 bound wands, those are just like to power up my monsters. Don't really run them for any other reason, because they gain 100 attack for every star they have. I'm running only 2 Dark Magic Curtains because you'd be cutting your life points in half, lowering your life points, and it can only be summoned from the deck. Dark Magicians from the deck. Next is my 2 Black Magic Rituals. Pretty basic. Summons the Magician of Black Chaos. I run only 1 Magic Formula. I would run more, but I only choose to run 1 for some reason, or for reasons. Because the Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl only gains 700 more attack. It's not like too much of a powerhouse. And once it's destroyed, you gain 1,000 life points. That's one good thing. Magical Blast. You can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each spellcaster monster you control. I'm running 1 Wonder Wand, sorry. Thinking of a different deck. Because it's basically, if you have no card in your hand, or if you have a combo to pull out a card from your graveyard and do another card combo, you can sacrifice a card to draw 2 cards, or that card can gain 500 attack. Black Illusion Rituals, same thing as Black Magic, except it's summoned relinquished. Running 2,000 knobs, you have to control Dark Magician. They are a fun card, because you can target any card on any monster on the field and destroy it instantly. But your opponent has to control that monster. It's a fun card. Next are my traps. I'm running 1 Magician Circle. That is to get like any level 4 lower monsters or Dark Magician Girl to the field. Easily. Black Illusion protects all dark attribute monsters from being dark spellcaster monsters from being destroyed by battle, or by card effects with 2,000 more attack. Magical Hats, basic card, you can use it. Next is my Mirror Force. I'm always running at least 1 Mirror Force in any deck. It's like a need-to-have defense card. It's basically overpowered. Eternal Soul. This is one of the new cards that came out with the Legendary Dex 2, which is this. The Legendary Dex 2 that I've gotten. The Eternal Soul is basically, once per turn, you can summon a Dark Magician. Every Dark Magician in your monster's card zone is unaffected by traps, unaffected by your opponent's card effects. This card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. That's the only downfall. And you can only use the effect of Eternal Soul once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. You can special summon a Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard, or add Dark Magician attack or 1,000 knives from your deck to your hand. So that is basically a powerful card. Dark Renewal, basic. If you have a control spellcaster monster, target one of those monsters, and have one spell. When your opponent normally turns special summons a monster, target one of those monsters and spellcast that monster you control. Send both monsters to the graveyard. Then you can special summon 1 Dark Magician monster, 1 dark spellcast monster from your deck or graveyard. That is a fun card to use also. And yeah, I also have a Dark Magician Yugamoto token with Dark Magician. I just keep that with my Dark Magician deck, and yeah, and that was my Dark Magician deck. Would go through the combos, but I haven't used this deck long enough to find out combos. So I may make a video on the combos I use, or I may not. Or I may go through another duel with a cousin of mine. And yeah, Dark Eyes out. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Comment another deck you want me to use. Also comment or like if you guys want to see me do factions on Treasure Wars or another faction server. And Dark Eyes out.